Today is the 100th day of the mass uprising of the student people. Fascist Sheikh Hasina fled to India in the face of a mass uprising of students and people on August 5. Anti-discrimination student movement organized special programs marking the day across the country to pay tribute to those who were martyred or injured in the mass uprising. According to the program, solidarity shown with the families of the martyrs and the injured from the July revolution, and they are being honored. Efforts made to personally reach out to the members of the injured and martyrs' families and their overall well-being closely monitored. In addition, efforts made to collect complaints and regarding financial assistance or medical issues, gathering opinions and suggestions on state reform, preserve the painful memories of the July revolution, and arrange visits to the martyrs' graves along with offering ziyarat. Meanwhile, anti-discrimination student movement coordinator Rifat Rashid said the mass graves of 127 martyrs in the uprising have been identified in Dhaka's Rai Bazar cemetery. He made the comment after visiting and offering ziyarat to the mass graves of the July mass uprising martyrs at Rai Bazar cemetery this afternoon. In addition, the coordinators of the anti-discrimination student movement visited 6 activists who are receiving treatment at Sarawati Medical College Hospital in the afternoon. Spokesperson for the anti-discrimination student movement, Umama Fatima, said the interim government has yet to provide a clear roadmap for the treatment of the injured even after 100 days of the July mass uprising. She added that the government has also failed to provide a complete list of the injured and martyrs, resulting in difficulties for the victims and causing confusion and disorder. Special prayers were offered in the mosque across the country, including National Mosque Baitul Mukarram, after Zuma prayer to pray for the departed souls of the martyrs and for the recovery of the injured of the July mass uprising. Meanwhile, the interim government is struggling to boost the fragile economy and the reserves left out by the fascist Awami League government. In addition, reform activities in different sectors as well as the state are underway. The interim government, led by Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, is making all-out efforts to fulfill the desires of the nation, addressing different challenges and crises. The Awami League government, led by fascist Sheikh Hasina, was toppled throughout the uprising of the students and masses on August 5. People of the country started to see a new Bangladesh in a fresh environment on that day. The interim government, led by Nobel laureate Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, was sworn in on August 8. Since then, the interim government has been working to take the country ahead alongside reforms in different sectors. As part of the mission, the current government has formed 6 commissions to reform different sectors, including the election system. In the meantime, the government has taken some important decisions based on the desires of people, including repealing the Cyber Security Act. The interim government has banned Chhatri League on charges of killings and violence. Efforts of joint forces are underway across the country to improve law and order situation. In the meantime, the situation has improved to a great extent. The government has reconstituted the International Crimes Tribunal to try the culprits involved in killings and enforced disappearances during the Awami League regime. The government is standing by the martyrs and the injured with financial assistance and necessary treatment. The government is making all-out efforts to control the price hike. LGRT and Cooperatives Advisor Asif Mahmood Shoji Bhuya has said process of appointing capable persons at various levels of administration is going on by removing the complices of the fascist regime. In this regard, he sought cooperation of all to come forward with information. The advisor said this at a discussion meeting on evaluating the activities of the interim government to remove discrimination at all levels of state and administration held in Dhaka today. The program was organized on the occasion of 100 Days of Student People Mass Uprising 2024 at Officers Club, Dhaka. Vice Chairman of Officers Club, Muhammad Abdul Bari, presided the discussion, while General Secretary of the club ABM Abdul Sattar and former Secretary SM Zahrul Haq spoke. Later, the LGRD advisor opened a photo gallery arranged to commemorate the July uprising. The trend of depositing money in the banks is increasing again after 10 months. According to the Bangladesh Bank, more than 14,000 crore taka have been deposited in the banks in the past 2 months. On the other hand, more than 4,000 crore taka have returned to the banking sector in October compared to September. Bankers said that good governance has been ensured in the country's banking sector. Bangladesh Bank has already reconstituted the board of 11 banks. Besides, the central bank is also arranging special fund to overcome the liquidity crisis of these banks. Hosne Ara Shikha, executive director and spokesperson of the Bangladesh Bank, said after the fall of the previous government, the amount of cash outside the banks crossed 3 lakh crore taka, but gradually it has reduced to 2,79,000 crore taka. It means that people are depositing money to the banks. Meanwhile, Bangladesh Bank urged the customers of the banks not to withdraw money without need. The central bank spokesperson also said Bangladesh Bank has already provided 5,585 crore taka as liquidity assistance to the banks. Bankers think that the return of confidence as well as the increase in interest rates on deposits are playing a key role in the return of customers to the banking sector. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Advisor Professor Asif Nazrul said interim government has no shortage of sincerity in enacting laws against enforced disappearances. The government is thinking about rehabilitating the family members of the victims of disappearances, he added. He said this at the inaugural ceremony of 8th Congress of Philippines-based human rights organization Asian Federation Against Involuntary Disappearances held in Dhaka today. Industries advisor Adil Rahman Khan was also present at the ceremony. Members of the families of those who had been forcibly disappeared attended the Congress. While remembering the past, many of them became emotional. The accomplices of the fascist government are hatching conspiracies to make the student people uprising controversial. Saying at a rally at Shahbag in the capital today, Junaid Saki, chief coordinator of Gano Shanghati Andolon, called upon all to remain vocal against the conspirators. Gano Shanghati Andolon has organized the rally marking the 48th death anniversary of Maulana Abdul Hamid Khan Bhashani. Addressing the rally, Junaid Saki said that the fascist regime was forced to quit through the uprising of student, people and laborers, but their accomplices are still active, he added. The Gano Shanghati Andolon chief coordinator expressed his firm determination to build a discrimination-free Bangladesh. In order to free the residents of the capital from the sufferings of the traffic congestions, students have formally been involved in traffic management. These students are working for 4 hours in 2 shifts starting at 8 in the morning. They're getting 500 taka for each day as honorarium. Students achieved testimony from people of all walks of life in traffic management after the fall of fascist Sheikh Hasina's government on August 5. Approximately 1,000 students discharged duties during the traffic week in the capital between October 21st and November 4. The Home Ministry has finalized the names of 600 to 700 students for traffic management in the capital. They will be giving training at Rajabagh Police Lines under the Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP. The selected students have already started discharging duties at different spots in the capital. DMP's Deputy Commissioner Media, Talibur Rahman, said the DMP has a plan to promote approximately 600 students after primary training on traffic management and law. Now moving to international news.